Hi guys, John Fate here again, back with a brand new What If. Today we got my dog, Marley. So Marley, have you heard about the Lost Stories? Basically, season 23, which is the Sixth Doctor's series here, was supposed to be a complete series, but a complete series of other stories. But we didn't actually have that. We had something completely and utterly different. We had the complete, the Trial of the Time Lord. So we had the Trial of the Time Lord. We didn't have the complete series, but this is why we got the Lost Stories for. The Lost Stories, What If? So the Lost Stories, What If, is basically a group of stories that could have been in place of Trial of the Time Lord. So we had Night Fear, where the Crystal Toymaker would have returned for a two-parter. Now, it did get made into a novel in 1989 and an audio play in 2009. Now, he would have been in Blackpool, so would have had the same scenario as in when he was probably in Paris. I think it was in Paris, and he's been into a lot of holiday places before. So yeah, that's cool for the Doctor. Night Fear is a very interesting story where he went to Blackpool with Perry and the Sixth Doctor, but we never do get to see that story, which is a shame. But it has been made into audio, so go watch that. My dog's laying down now, but that's a two-parter there. So it was supposed to continue after the revelation of the Daleks, the revelation of the Daleks, the Sixth Doctor story one, that one. The Night, the ultimate evil, eventually novelized into in 1989. What that one was about, I have no idea. But having the Sylvester Toymaker return would be something incredible for old Doctor Who. So we might have seen him return in the new series. We might have done. It's like Sea Devils, which I think we're eventually getting this series. They have to return. They're just brilliant at returning, and I think if he did return for this story, he'll return really back in the new series by now. Next one is Mission to Magnus. Is got 2 episodes. Introduce the return of Seal, which is a slug, and the Ice Warriors. Now, if Seal, he did return in, of course, he did return in the Trial of the Time Lord. Would he done both? I don't know. But the Ice Warriors did return. Spurn this story. Seal would still return yet. Says that eventually adapted into a novel in 1990, yeah, sorry. And it was made into an audio play in 2009, which is very good. The Ice Warriors, though, I think if they did return this one, they would have a return very soon after their return. Not like the Autons, though, but the Autons were supposed to return, and that's the next one. I think they would have returned before. They should have done in Cold War, or they should have done it after, so they wouldn't have cared as much. But this is where it gets interesting. We get yellow fever and how to cure it. Introduced the reappearance of the Autons, the Master, the Rani. Like Seal, the Master would still manage to appear in the finalized series, as we know. So yeah, the Master was supposed to appear in a different story with the Rani. So the Rani did return in the end, in the time of the Rani, but she would have returned more. And I think if she was, very popular, she might have returned a new series a bit. No, the same with the Master and the same with the Autons. We all know they returned because they were very popular characters. But I think they would have either returned much sooner or much later, the Rani hasn't returned because she wasn't popular, and we did only see her. How many times did we see her? We saw her twice, unless you include the EastEnders episode, and that's maybe why. But then again, we had loads of The Master, and we had loads of Autumn stories. Where we have loads of Autumn stories now. Next one is Hellos of Time. Introduced the return of the Trastics. Originally, who are the Trastics again? Originally deployed as a two-parter. So that other one was a three-parter. Didn't say, did I? Yellow Fever and How to Cure It is a three-parter. Upon hearing news of the 18 March, Heach eventually aborted into an audio play in 2010. The Trastics. What are the Trastics again? Trastics. Tractors are the things from the Fifth Doctor one. You know the Doctor ain't gonna have a hard time against them. They're really bad-looking monsters, but they returned for a two-part. Originally introduced into a four-part edition, so that it was made into a four-parter. Was any of the other ones made into a four-parter? Which way are we going? No, none of the others. These two, the bottom ones, are made into the full part. And then we have the Children of January, which is a very interesting one. Not much is known about this one as well. Originally a two-parter, made into a full-parter. Originally deployed as two 45-minute episodes, but altered into a planned 25-minute episode upon hearing news of the 18-minute Hatch Us planned to order into a big French play, but rejected in favour of the Marcus. So we would have got the Master, the Rani, the Autons, the Trastics. They could have brought. I'm not saying about the Master, the Rani, and the Autons, but they could have brought anyone back. The This series was basically bringing back a whole lot of classic monsters, and I reckon that's the reason why it didn't go ahead. I mean, we do get Daleks, but they're the main ones. The Autons, the Master at this time weren't the Master was the main one for, let's say, series the Three Doctors, John Pertwee series. That's where the Master was. I know he did appear in the fourth and he did appear in the fifth, but at this time he was really, the third Doctor's Master. So was the Autons. The Autons were in the third Doctor's era. Lucas Rail toy maker. If a lot of people didn't watch that story, they wouldn't have known. That's why I didn't go ahead, I think. But I think there was other reasons why, because of strikes or something, or no, low budget cuts. That's why they didn't go ahead. Evil. I think that could have been like not the Black Guardian. What I'm talking about. What's the evil Doctor called? The Thaliard. The Ice Warriors would have turned. I don't think they would have turned as soon as we think, or they would have done it straight away, like the Autons. Still, maybe Seal might return. I would like to see like maybe one of his species return Seal, but what if? I don't know. What if for Seal? But that's the future of the Lost. What if the Lost and stories still count? I don't know what to put down. It'll be something with Lost Stories. Thanks for watching. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Till next time, guys, which will be tomorrow, which I'm doing a live show. That will be at 6 o'clock now. I did say it was 4, but it's at 6 o'clock. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Bye for now.